Hello, and welcome to Awakening with Adam. I'm your host, Adam, and today we're back at a normal volume. Huh? How about that? Actually, the little ASMR video from yesterday, travel vlog number 5, got some pretty good reviews and comments, so maybe I'll start an ASMR channel at some point, or I'll do some book readings or something. Something I've thought about before, but have not done. But yeah, thank you to all the beautiful people who left comments enjoying that video. It was definitely not something I was expecting people to enjoy, but I guess I have a nice soft voice, so saith the crowd. And today we're talking about inspiration, because inspiration abounds. It's all around us. And this really ties in with the ability to pause and create space in our world. Now, obviously, maybe not obvious to everyone, but doing meditation and those sort of centering practices, when we calm our nervous system, clear our mind of all the daily 3D junk that may be in there, all our thoughts and worries and concerns and anxieties, when we're able to create that mental space, kind of like the desk metaphor I used in a previous video, there's so much more available to us. And so that's something that I've been practicing actively, just reminding myself to enjoy the pauses and enjoy the breaks. And take time to rest, And I highly recommend it. Because when you're able to sit back, you're not constantly going. And you appreciate these little gaps between thing A you have to do and thing B you have to do. It may surprise you what will come in. Because if your hands are full, how can you receive God's gifts? You have to free yourself. This is why I personally find that setting a specific time, or at least continuously carving out a certain chunk of time in your day to receive, is such a good practice. Now, I'm not perfect. I don't always do it, but I try to find these moments where I'm like, you know what? I've been going all day, which is easy to do when you're on the road and traveling. It's easy to be like, I got to do this. I got to drive to this location. I got to go get food. Oh, I got to upload to my YouTube channel. So first I got to record, yada, yada, yada. But if you carve out a little bit of time and you just sit in stillness, you never know what might come to you. For example, today, after I went to lunch, I went to the park. It was a beautiful sunny day. It's like 70 out now, which is awesome. And I was just sitting there doing a little journaling. And then I just turned on some music and relaxed. Might have been better without music, and sometimes I do it without music, but just sitting there kind of jamming out, gave me an excuse to dance and sing a little bit. Thankfully, there was no one around. They got rid of all the porta potties, so I don't have to worry about getting sneak attacked again, verbally at least, for those of you that have been following the vlogs. So I was sitting there and I got a message. Now I got a message from someone in the Divinely Aligned Collective. I think it may have gotten the name changed to Frequency Family. This is the Courtney and Zero's space. I'll leave a link in the description if you're into 5D consciousness, expanding your spiritual realm, and finding like-minded individuals. Nailed it. It's a great place to be. So I'll leave that link in the description. But I've been pretty active on there, and someone reached out. Shout out to you, Sylvia. Bow, bow. And she had this idea, and it was actually something that I had kind of done a while ago. I'm not going to tell you yet because I'm working on it right now. The gears are turning, but I will be mentioning it in an upcoming video. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the little notification bell so you get notified when I post my new videos. But anyhoosins, she had this great idea, and it's something that I have worked on in the past. And I actually worked with a company that was part of their mission statement. And it utilizes both my connection to spirit and also my computer expertise and internet knowledge. And so it was one of those things where somebody sees you, but you never know how other people see you, right? We have ideas about how we think other people are perceiving us, and we're perceiving other people, and they think they know how we're perceiving them. But those two things are never quite in alignment, right? Sometimes for worse, sometimes for better. That's why it's always good to communicate in any relationship. Communication, authenticity, honesty, transparency. Keys to a solid relationship of any kind, FYI. Anyways, so she sees me with my certain technical skills, and also my, YouTube, and my personality, and my ability to interact with people, and also my connection to spirit and channeled messages, etc. And in her mind, she had this great little business idea, and it's something that she actually needs help with. So I'm going to be helping her, and then I can also take that idea and help other people. And I think it's just awesome. And this is why this video is titled Inspiration Abounds, because there's people, there's circumstances, there's acts of God. And if you've got that space to receive and your hands aren't always full, you will be amazed at what God and the universe will bring to you and just boop, lay it right in your hand. So there's that. And I don't know. Today might be a little bit of a shorter video. I've been running a little long in the previous ones, but I've got my channel open, so I never know what will want to come through. I did want to mention, actually, that I've started a Substack. Woo! And I put up a couple of my channeled writings earlier today. And so I'll actually have a new link in the description to my Substack if you're into writing. And there's also, I put some of my favorite videos up over there as well. And they actually have a paid option. And so once people sign up for the paid option, I will be including some exclusive content over there and some personalized messages and things like that. So you have to have a certain subscriber count, I think 500 on YouTube, which I don't yet have, but I'm on my way. Shout out you guys. So in the meantime, I can have a paid content offering over there. Now, obviously, you can go to AwakeningWithAdam.com and check out my other services. And there's more to come, but right now it is Akashic record readings and spiritual life coaching, things that I think most people could use. And it's just kind of a matter of getting over those initial fears of the unknown to step in and kind of unlock that new reality to what's available to us. And the way I see it, is if you come get a reading with me or, some spiritual guidance and coaching, that really will be the first key, especially if you're new to like spiritual expanded consciousness, tapping into God, listening to your angels or your guides. That can be the first key to unlock to a pretty much unlimited potential of spiritual development. And you can call it a rabbit hole, but it's really space. You're not digging down into the earth, so to speak. You're opening yourself to the oneness of God and the universe and all the energies that are around you, especially your supportive team. And I guess I've gotten on this topic because I got a message or a comment in my previous video, shout out Angie, that was kind of asking about this process. And really that's how I see it, because once you get into these readings and you're getting information that's relevant to you and applies to your situation, but like I don't know you personally, you'll start to realize and have confidence in the fact that, okay, there has to be a link between what Adam is saying and my world. Like, how is he getting this information? And once that information hits for you and clicks and it resonates and is true, and you know it in your heart, then you'll see, oh, there's this infinite source of inspiration and information and guidance that's been there the whole time, but maybe you haven't been aware of it, or you haven't spent the time to, like I said, relax, empty your hands, maybe meditate or pray, and go into a receiving state so that you can start to get this information directly. And that's really what it is. It's a state of being where you're open to receiving these messages and this information, where you put yourself in the flow of life. And you'll gradually start to witness yourself relaxing into the moment. And eventually you'll get to a place where I feel like I've gotten recently, where it's very clear that there are no coincidences. Everything is synchronicity. Everything is part of this intricately woven tapestry. And we are living our one little thread in the piece of art. The artwork of God, if you will. And every thread is key and essential. Just like every color is important to the painter on his palette. Shout out painting. So anyways, all that to say, if you're interested, my services are absolutely that doorway, that gateway experience to unlock your understanding and starting, or maybe to actually solidify your belief that there's so much more out there. And then you can start to gain the confidence and learn the practices to access that information yourself. And like I said, it's just a state of being. And you can get there through meditating, and you can get there through praying, and there's yoga, all sorts of practices. But yeah, that is very informational in my opinion. It's not all a commercial or an advertisement for my services. There are many people that do what I do, but they're not me. Just like I'm sure you've got something that you're amazing at that many other people do, but they don't quite do it the way you do it, do they? Yeah. So, did I do all the things? Yes. I talked about my Substack. Definitely come follow me on there. A little bit more about that. Like, I've definitely known that I've got like writing in me that I want to do. I have not really sat down and committed to like an autobiography yet. That still feels in this moment like a big endeavor to undertake. but I do get like channeled messages sometimes when I'm in a real relaxed state, and I like to write those down. And so I'm going to be posting more of that kind of content over there on the Substack. So go check it out if you're interested, if you like to read. Now that stuff will be a little bit more, what is the word? Unfiltered? Because like I said, they're channeled messages, and so they're going to come in, and I'm not going to hold back. And to be quite frank with you, I don't really fucking hold back on YouTube. Like, I have no problem swearing and talking about most topics. But of course, there are filters and there are gatekeepers on all of the major platforms, which is why you'll notice I've got Rumble and Brighteon, and I post stuff on Instagram. So I try to spread it out just in case there's ever a video that goes down on one of them. Hopefully it'll still be up on the others. That being said, I haven't gone full bore into certain topics, and I know I was talking, I can't remember who with, in the comment section. Might actually have been Sylvie, I don't remember. But in the comment section of a previous video about, they were saying, like, use code words. And I may do that at one point, if you know kind of situation. But for now, I'm just kind of letting things come as they come. And when I'm reminded in the moment, or I get a little ping, hey, talk about this, then that's what I'm going to do. So if you enjoy reading, check out the Substack. All that to say. All right, anything else? I got the message, don't forget to breathe. I'm supposed to use that for myself and also pass that on to you. No matter what's going on in your day, just remember, this too shall pass. Take a deep breath, hold it for a second, let it out. Hold the exhalation for a second, repeat until you feel a little bit more zen. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is also technically a travel vlog because I talked about myself and I went to the park and I had some spaghetti. You know what? Let's end with a little funny anecdote here. Is it an anecdote? I don't know. Anyways, I was eating spaghetti earlier and something happened to me that hasn't happened to me in years. And that is somehow I got a piece of spaghetti like in my nasal cavity, like, like behind my nose somehow. And I thought it was going to come shooting out of my nose. Maybe that's a little gross, but I thought it was hilarious. And one of the only foods that it ever happens with is spaghetti. So I guess I just eat spaghetti like a beast. Speaking of which, I've been seeing a lot of and hearing a lot of Beauty and the Beast signs, just personal share at this point. And I mean, I think I know of the two which one I would be. So still looking for my bell, if you know what I mean. Random thing to share there, but you know, Jadina likes to go into personal shares at the end of her videos, so I figured I would too. Little spaghetti, little Beauty and the Beast future love story coming. And with that, I'm going to sign off. I love you guys. You're worthy of all the love in the entire universe and your dream lives. Don't forget, I believe in you. God, your angels, and your guides are always supporting you. Send a little prayer out. Be silent. Receive your message that comes back. And I will catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it if you want. Comment down below a UFO if you got this far in the video. And check out my Substack, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.